Hey guys, hello. Yet another episode of Thought Engine Labs. It's again me and my co-host Yogesh here, whose name is apparently Thought Engine Labs and not Yogesh anymore.
Oh, shit.
Uh, but yeah, you want to change that?
Yeah, I'll change that. Yeah, done.
Yeah, there you go. It's Yogesh and me. We are back, and today we are going to talk about agents and agentic AI. So, off to a very quick start on that. Yogesh, what is exactly agentic AI? What are the capabilities? What do you know so far about it?
The word agent, if you say, the first thing which will trigger to me is like back in the days when we were like calling a customer call, the the person would say we are connecting to the agent or something like there is an LIC agent. So now we see the same term being used in for the AI also. So for me, that rings a bell whenever the agent word is said. But if you see now, even these agents, the software agents are also the AI agents are also very similar, meaning they are going to do a specific task. For example, earlier days we had this humans who were performing, like for example, a customer agent. If he's working for a specific company, he's gonna talk only thing about this company. You can ask him any random question, he would not answer. He would always stick to his particular specific uh, theme or whatever topic which he is supposed to do. Similarly, these agents are also in terms of in this AI software AI agents also. These agents are also designed or prompted to do a specific task, and it will only do that specific task. You can you. I mean, there are generic multi-collaborative AIs where you can talk general topics and then it can do something, but then later it cannot perform a specific action. If you go more generic, it cannot perform any action. But if you go more specific to a theme, it can perform actions because it is designed like that. If you go more generic, or you can say, oh, book me a movie ticket for something. It's very generic, right? So the system is not designed to, currently the system is not designed to do that. But yeah, in future it would be also so basically the fundamental thing which all of these agents are using is an LLM again, which we already previously discussed in our previous episodes. But yeah,
Okay, Yogesh. In a much more technical way, what or how would you describe an AI agent?
on a much more technical way, so why agents is mainly because if you're directly interacting with an LLM, it's having too much of hallucination, right? It is not giving you exact answers. It's not doing exact things what you need or something. What is this agents framework which is sitting on top of this LLM which is doing is it is interacting multiple times. It is doing specific things, multiple interactions and multiple targeted conversations or actions which it is doing. So after a collaborative of such multiple iterative executions with LLM and the external data, which is given as input, it is giving up with your final output, which is more valuable than directly interacting with an LLM, right? So technically, if I have to say, you can put an equation to this multi-agent system. So multi-agent system can be something like y is equal to m of o, e, and x. Meaning, what is m? M means the model, the LLM, the base fundamental model, whichever model we are using. So, and then model of O, E, and X. What is model of O, E, and X is? O is the objective. Again, agent, I said it's gonna do a specific thing. So it's gonna be the objective is given to that before performing anything. So the objective is given. E is the environment. Environment is the data or the access which I'm giving. If I'm giving it a browser as an access, or LinkedIn agent can be a LinkedIn as an access. So the environment in which it is gonna work is the E, and then the X is my prompt as my task as an action input, what I'm asking it to do. With respect to environment, one more point is tools. So tool is something which is very famous in the framework, in the more technical framework part. So browser is a tool, search engine is a tool. For example, finance, if you say you want to do a finance agent, it's gonna get finance data. How is it gonna get finance data? So there is a finance tool which can be integrated to this agent, and then it can get the finance data and it can give you those kind of things.
So let me see if I understand it correctly.
Mhm.
Agentic AIs are basically agents which use LLMs and act autonomously on behalf of you for completing certain specific tasks, right?
Right, right.
Okay. That is very interesting. And I think that has a lot of possibilities for a lot of different things that can be achieved in the future autonomously without any human intervention. And yeah, I think one thing that I can think of where agents would be very useful is uh, social media content managing.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we can just tell the agent, hey, we at Thought Engine Labs do not find any time to post anything on social media. Why don't you post on behalf of us? Post these are the things that we want to post. These are our episodes. Post a couple of clips or a couple of images about something that we talked about,
right.
and it would post automatically, right? It would basically manage our social media content, and that would be really helpful.
Yes,
Hopefully, we'll
yes.
also get an agent that edits videos because we need that as well.
Yeah, I mean, all of this, whatever you're saying, should be you're expecting to be done is already done. There is many Instagram pages
Right,
right now, currently at this moment, having millions of followers. And these profiles, if you go and see the description, there's it's clearly written. It's a AI generated profile, and it's maintained by AI generated top, images, and it's also
right,
maintained by AI.
right,
So now, even for us, in terms of, creating a LinkedIn post and everything, there are many people who are already started using this multi-agent systems to, to create a post, and then it'll keep posting in the most of these social media are also providing this kind of access, like APIs to, access their social media through backend and then post things. So
right.
now, given this platform, and given the price of LLMs are also getting cheaper, these multi-agent systems are necessary to automate most of the things which humans were doing the repetitive task. If you see the most agent systems, why really we require is it's minimizing the repetitive task. Creating a social post and posting a blog or posting a post in social media is a repetitive task, right? You're gonna click the same button every time, every time you post, you're gonna click the same buttons, you're gonna do the same thing. Meaning this is automated. This is gonna be done by an agent. Think of
Right.
anything in your life, which either in your personal work or in your or in your work, if you're doing, or if you're clicking the same thing, or if you're doing the same thing, meaning all of these things can be automated by multi-agent systems or agentic systems.
That is
Uh,
amazing. And
yeah,
I also understand that uh, there's there are agents which help you code. Is that right?
yes, 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 yes. Just to give few things about this coding agents like Cursor, Replit, VO, and coming to open source, it's Klein, Continue.dev. These are open source. And
Okay.
all of these are, most of these are having a backend architecture, which is like multi-agent systems. Now, these multi-agent systems are having one more agent along with those in that system. Who is that one more agent is the humans, right? The software
Right.
engineers or programmers or anyone who wants to use these tools. So what they do is they also communicate with this user who's also a part of agentic system. Now he says, okay, I need this code. My code should be like this, or update my code, or fix my code, or make my code more look more beautiful. Or whatever command he gives a command. And then what it does is it goes, it all the multi-agent system starts working based on the backend design. It will start designing the code or changing whatever it needs to be done. And then if it finds a kind of question and it cannot move further without further higher knowledge or something like this, some data point is missing and it cannot take decision. So what it will do is it will come back to you and I'm stuck here. Can you help me? What should I do here? And then this person who gave the task again goes and talks to it. Okay, you can do this in this way, or do this, and then it'll use this information to again start doing the preparing the code in a better way. So now human was also part of the system, and then he can communicate with it and he can do it. Now what? So consider on a normal a regular engineer who wants to write some piece of code which is like 100 lines of code. It might take him like 30 minutes or 1 hour, depending on person to person again. So this because of this multi-agent system, he can do it in 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, depending on his prompting skills. So the reduction of time is immense, and future
Right.
will be mm, like you just write oh, I need this SaaS application, right? And then the entire SaaS application is built based
Wow.
on the few interactions with the user. So English would be the new programming language, right? You just communicate with English and then you can do it. But anyway, these all of these are possible because of this multi-agent systems design. And in 2024, the prominent figure started saying future is agentic.
I think Salesforce, for companies like Salesforce and Microsoft and different other companies, they have also started using Agentic AI. I think there's an agent force for Salesforce that I recently saw at an event,
True.
and I was like, okay. But yeah, I think the possibilities are immense. Another thing that I think agents could be used for, AI agents could be used for, is stock market and funds, hedge funds, and all those things,
Totally,
wherein
yes.
you can adjust the investments or pull out of investments based on how the market growth is, and that would reduce a lot of human interaction as well. And I think we can also, if we give the AI predictive capabilities, I think that would again help immensely in uh, sort of trading. But how ethical would it be to do that when someone else who cannot afford this solution is trading in a more manual, trivial way? But
Yeah.
then someone who can afford it is trading with an AI which can predict the market, right? That's a similar question was asked to me by I think one of the design companies that I recently met, and they were like, we have 10 to 15 freelance designers who come and design for us.
Hmm.
But then there are other bigger design companies who can use AI to
Hmm.
create very similar designs to what freelance designers are doing. And sometimes the designs that are done by the AI are a little better than what the human designers are doing. And he was really worried about the fact that his company, which is a little smaller, cannot afford to have that technology. So I think the ethical aspects again needs to be considered when using AI. But it's a free market, so we can't really say anything there.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, also the thing is, with respect to coming to the same point which you were discussing, Uh, Affordability is also a point, but again, if you see investment to returns, like return on investment is huge in this topic, right? So
Yeah.
you invest a particular amount of money and then the returns is huge. So basically, all the prices are not going high, but the prices are going low because of introduction of DeepSeek, which is again a big topic which we can talk
Yeah.
in next episode or something.
Definitely.
But because of open source players playing very strongly in this field, it is becoming more the complete cost has been reduced drastically from day one to now. You can really get affordable at affordable prices. You can get a lot of services. Now, different companies have started the SaaS products on different topics like be it sales, be it design, be it marketing, be it any name it, and then for all the different fields, they have started different SaaS platforms providing different kinds of services, right? Even in healthcare, energy, or even in semiconductor. Or today, you can there are companies who have collected all the semiconductor conductor information, put it into a multi-agent system, and then this you can interact with this multi-agent system to design your own chip. So that's like what is the price you're gonna pay for this is just peanuts, right? You're gonna design something futuristic, something some chip design or something you're gonna do, which is gonna give you like millions of millions or billions maybe, whatever it is. But still, the amount of money you're gonna pay for the SaaS platform or something is very minimum. Though I can I might be exaggerating that just using the SaaS application may you can use to build a chip. No, it's not true, but it gives you a a person who has this tremendous knowledge of chip making as an application where you can use and then you can interact, you can ask questions, and then you can start designing things, right? So getting that consultancy, basically the consultants are business consultants or many consultants. So these knowledges are now collected and individual companies are collecting these data. Now the problem is that anyone can create an LLM, anyone can create a multi-agent system. The technologies are available, but the data is not available. So if you come to India or if you come to most of the Asian countries or European countries, in Europe, it's a different perspective. Data is highly protected. You cannot use someone else's data without
Yeah.
proper consent. So data are very protected here. When you come to India, the data is not collected yet. All the data is in physical format. It's not in digital format. So, the data is not at all collected at all. So
That is
in India, there is no uh, Indian data for the LLMs or for the systems to give more precise actions to Indian users. Similarly, most of the East Asian countries are also facing the same situation. In the West, if most of the LLMs we're gonna use is from the West, and all of them are gonna act like the user is from US, but the users are worldwide. So that customization, data collection is again the point.
right.
Okay,
Right. No,
we got
completely
deviated a
agree.
lot. Yeah, but
No,
still,
no, no.
yeah.
It's not. It's see, at the end of the day, AI acts based on the data it is trained on,
Data.
and
Yes,
the
yes.
data is marginally more coming from the West than from the East, then
Mm,
there's going to be a prejudice within the AI, and it's not going to give the results that someone in sitting in Germany might want because the relevancy will not be there, right? Germany and US have two very different cultures. Same way, someone in India, as I mean, you're told they do collect data, Yogesh, but then they only collect mobile numbers and email addresses as in user data and no other data.
no,
So
that is.
that's just yeah, that's a different whole other topic.
You know
uh,
the most prominent AIs in from India is astrological AIs and stuff.
yeah,
Right now, that's why people were questioning when China is introducing DeepSeek and many other countries are doing many other different things. But India is, I mean, I should not say that it's very, mm, you know, dumb way to say that, okay, India is not doing, but India is really doing it. There are many companies which are working on LLMs. Truly, they are working on LLMs. Even India has invested a lot of money on has introduced a lot of funds for companies who are going to work on AI and stuff.
Right.
So that is happening. So money is flowing.
Right. Okay. So what I want to do right now is maybe show a small demo of what an AI agent would look like.
Right.
Not what it does, but what it is capable of doing.
Hmm.
Because again, you need a lot of funding and money to show you what it does. Also technical knowledge. Maybe sometime soon we can show if our uh, AI guru Akhil comes back for another episode. Um, but until then, it's just me you're gonna get. Uh, so yeah, I'll just quickly show you guys
Yeah.
what an AI agent can do. This right here is Strat and it is a productivity application. It's a productivity application that has an AI assistant inbuilt. So it's something similar to Notion, which with an AI assistant inbuilt and lots
Mhm.
of prompts that you can see here. But it also has AI agents, and this is what we were talking about. So, for example, this is a social media agent, and you can ask it to create a LinkedIn post, you can ask it to schedule the post, find a person, find someone on LinkedIn, find a company on LinkedIn. You don't have to go and do the search yourself. You don't have to go and post yourself. It'll do everything for you. All you have to do is connect your LinkedIn account. Same thing goes for there's an Outlook agent which helps you create calendar events, and there's a Google agent which basically does Google searches for you, and it can also access your Google calendars for sending out invites, and an accounting agent. I think this is a very good uh, use of
Useful.
agents,
Yeah.
AI agents, because you can do a lot of different things sitting in a single screen. And there's a HubSpot agent. Again, another very good example would be HubSpot agent, wherein there's a lot of leads, and you need to maybe search or update some deals or retrieve some campaigns that you're doing on HubSpot. And I think they have also started building Google Analytics agent that maybe tracks the website traffic directly from Google. So, so as you can see, all these agents are available within a single screen. You don't have to go to a different browser. You don't have to uh, type anything other than create a LinkedIn post about XYZ and give it context, right? Context is very important. When it comes to AI, when it comes to LLMs, context is king. And yeah, so that was an example that I think we wanted to show you guys. Um, One more example of using AI agent that I can think of immediately
Just
would
before
be,
going into that thing, it was very interesting to see whatever you showed, right? So for example, at LinkedIn, there is many different types of tasks. They've made the agentic system to do specific task, right? So I click on that specific task and then it performs. Imagine automating this 3 years ago was not so easy. Because if I have to automate this 3 years ago, I need to automate my mouse movement exactly to that position. And then I need to click, or maybe there is Selenium which can identify text in a browser and then click all of those things. And this is all very predefined. If something changes in the HTML
yeah, I know.
or anything, you need to again recode everything, change everything, find out them and then change it. But the thing about this agentic system is it is adaptable because you just have to say what you need to do, and again, using the prompts and using the tool sets which is it is connected to, like for example, search engine or browser or multiple different tool sets which it is connected to. You just need to write the prompt and then it will automatically adapt to any changes in the in this thing. For example, you can just give it a browser. There's this browser computer use from Anthropic, and then there is this browser agents where you just have to say, okay, find me the best blah 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 stuff, and it'll go do the browsing, and it'll do all the things. Even Perplexity is now offering all of this shopping, finance, deep research, lot of different things. All of these are again multi-agent systems which are doing specific task for you and doing all of these things. So I'm just comparing what would have been it be 3 years ago and how far we have come just in this last 3 years in automating things. Yeah. And
Definitely.
yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Uh, no, I think you're completely right. Uh, with the introduction of ChatGPT, the whole world, the whole tech sector, and the digital space especially has changed very fast.
Right.
The the change that we got from 2015 to 2021, let's say it took 6 years or 7 years of time. That change or that amount of evolution in technology, similar evolution in technology has happened in the last 3 4 years, and that's all thanks to ChatGPT. I know we have DeepSeek now, which is cheaper version, which has better reasoning capabilities. Apparently, I haven't used it much, uh, but it all started from ChatGPT, and I think people are forgetting that now that DeepSeek has come. Something similar also happened with when India launched a rocket at very low prices. I think it was cheaper than making the Interstellar movie.
Right.
Everyone was, oh, if we could do it for that amount of money, why are we spending billions of dollars or billions of pounds on sending rockets to space? Why is our space budget so more when someone who can do the same thing in 1/10 of the
True.
fraction of the money?
True. It was
The
the
answer is right
Mars
there.
mission. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we had a Mars. We sent a rocket to moon. We did that moon landing thing as well. That was again very cheap compared to what NASA is spending or even SpaceX is spending.
Hmm.
But the thing is, the initial research itself takes a lot of investment,
Right.
and that is what people are forgetting. And without that initial, if in 1960s, late 1960s, if the moon landing hadn't happened, then we wouldn't be able to do the same thing in 2023, 2022,
True.
right? So for fractional cost, but at the end of the day, without that, this wouldn't be possible. And it took 40, 50 years for us to reduce the cost to 1/10. So but then if you see DeepSeek has reduced the cost much more faster because the evolution of technology is again much more faster than the evolution of engineering that has been going on. Uh, yeah, that's something. And my previous point I was about to make was about uh, healthcare, AI agents in healthcare,
Mm-hmm.
wherein uh, it has its own pros and cons. I will tell you the pros. The pros would be that, especially in countries where uh, the healthcare system is public, like NHS in UK and then Germany,
True.
a lot of European countries have public healthcare, right? And there's a definite shortage of doctors and nurses. If we reduce the time of diagnosis or the time of prescribing for the doctors using AI agents, then that would probably help save someone's life, and that's something that I think AI agents can be used for. Although considering the fact that there might be misinformation that the AI agent could possibly tell, and it's a health related issue, there are some safeguarding that needs to be put in place. But it is not impossible to do that with 100% certainty that the AI agent will give you the right medicine and the right diagnosis. At least, let's say I have a cold, and I tell that, and I ask the AI agent, okay, what is happening to me? These are X, Y, Z is my symptom. Tell me a diagnosis. It'll give me 10, 5 to 6 diagnoses. It doesn't know because it hasn't checked me very well. That's where the human touch comes into play. But it can at least give me a suggestion for reducing my symptoms. You can tell that, oh, you have a cold. Why don't you inhale some steam, or why don't you take a cough syrup? XYZ cough syrup is available over the counter. Over the counter medicine can always be prescribed by AI agents. You don't need any doctors to give prescriptions for that. It can tell to take, it can ask for my let's say I have a medical condition which makes me not take, or doesn't allow me to take a higher uh, or more effective painkillers. So
Mm.
it can suggest me a different painkiller, and there that's basically 10 to 15 minutes of a doctor's time in trying to get my history and trying to
All right.
see what to be prescribed and
Also
telling
getting
me,
his appointment.
yeah, and it can also maybe give me reminders of taking medicine. Let's say I'm supposed to take medicines 2 days, sorry, 2 times a day. It can tell, okay, it's at 9 o'clock. If you have had your breakfast, take your medicine. If not, have your breakfast and take your medicine. Again, it can give me a reminder at 4 o'clock in the evening or 6 o'clock in the evening. Tell that, okay, have your dinner, take your medicine, or take your medicine before dinner, whichever, whatever it is. But that's where it comes into play, that these things can help us a lot, but there is also a very big ethical aspect of it replacing humans, uh, which is considering, everyone has their own jobs to do. Now, if someone is building a software with 10 developers and I can do it with 2 developers and AI agents, then I'm the winner of the day. But at the end of the day, there are 8 other people who have lost their job because of me. That's where the ethical aspects are. But this is very similar. Someone told me this is very similar to the Industrial Revolution, when the machines were introduced, steam engine and everything was introduced. There was a huge outcry that the machines will replace humans. But that's the best part about us. We can always find a different way to do our work, or find a different work to do within our space. People who were maybe digging manually, now they are operating the machines that dig, right? So it's
True.
not that they have been replaced, it's just that they have been given better tools to do it. So something similar can be done with AI agents or AI as a whole.
See, imagine
Yeah.
we have survived millions of years with like so many different kinds of calamities and so many different kinds of wars and so many kind of different things. AI gonna completely destroy humanity is something which is, which is not gonna happen. Yeah, with respect to jobs, there is gonna be a shift. For next 10 years, it would most probably run like we using AI to enhance our work, right? Next 10 years is going to be more like, okay, everyone is using AI and they're being more productive and they're being more better at doing things and saving more time. It's something going to happen like this. But yeah, post 10 years, it will be like everything is automated. Robots are on the street, robots are doing everything. And a robot can also be a doctor, which is operating, which will start operating, and then post 10 years and it's very not easy for any of the best economist or theorist or whatever it is. They cannot even tell what will be after next 10 years, right? It's gonna be like so it's gonna be very different times in the world. But yeah, for the next 10 years, what you can do is you can be part of this whatever journey which is happening, which is like embracing AI and using it in your day-to-day activities and using it ethically for your overall thing, right? This is highly important. And yeah,
All right, I think we have run uh, our day's episode, and thank you all for joining and listening to it. We will be back with more fun episodes as well, not just AI. In fact, I know we have been talking about just AI and digital transformation and all those things, but we will be back with some more generic episodes, maybe something that is in the field of medicine or in the field of business. But yeah, please be on the lookout for a post from us soon. Thanks, everyone.
thank you all. It was a nice, great session talking about on a very higher level of agentic systems. So catch you up with the next episode on AI topic or business topic. Yes. See you all.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye.
Bye.